What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Destroy coming at you with another video. Today we are talking the lines for January 29th. A nice 6-game slate here. And I'm okay with some of the games. Yesterday's 2-game slate was up in the air. Ottawa winning 5-2 definitely broke my plans for yesterday, but it's a new day, a lot more games, and a lot more opportunities. So the first games don't start until 6:30, and then we have 4 late games. So definitely some opportunity for late swaps tonight if you want to. Today's actually kind of different with goalies. Holpe is the most expensive goalie at 8,100, which doesn't happen a lot. Usually the most expensive goalies are about 84, 85. So you're saving a couple of extra $100 from the traditional day for goalies. Obviously, I think whoever is goalie for Tampa Bay tonight is in a very good spot against LA. Even though it's been some close games with Tampa Bay lately, still really good spot. You can go Pecorine or Holpe for the Washington National game just because, or Nashville, I'm sorry. Both goalies are going to see a ton of shots. You just have to take the risk that they're going to get the 35 save bonus and get the win. But I'd probably go Holpe over Pecorine. Ben Bishop, obviously Dallas is one of the best defensive teams in the league, and Toronto is one of the hottest offensive teams in the league. So it's going to be a pretty good matchup there. Obviously Dallas, Ben Bishop is going to see a lot of shots, doesn't allow a lot of goals. So he has a really good opportunity at 7,900 to be one of the top goalies tonight. Jones against Vancouver, I'm not too high on. Statistically, he's played pretty good against Vancouver his entire career, but as a San Jose Shark and of playing lately, they just haven't played good, so I'm not going to go with Jones there. The Calgary-Edmonton game, I'm probably not going to target any goalie there. I'm going to target more skaters. That's for sure. Antti Raanta is honestly probably one of my favorite plays tonight just because they're playing an Anaheim team who does not score a lot of goals. Played them once before the season, allowed 2 goals, got the win, and only saw 28 shots. So to me, he's probably my favorite play, so we'll just put him in and take care of that. So some of the lines that I'm liking right now, obviously you look at the defensive players, and Yossi is the most expensive, 7,500. John Carlson is 6,900, which is kind of cheap for John Carlson lately, especially with Ovechkin coming back tonight, and they're facing a team where that Washington team is going to get a lot of shots, and Nashville gives away a lot of shots, and they also take a lot of shots. So I like John Carlson here. One of my favorite plays. 3 assists in the game against Nashville earlier, had a shot and a block. He gets over a block shot a game and is the top point guy on Washington, which is weird to say with how much talent they have. But he's one of my favorite plays. So tonight, all I'm really going to go based off of is power play defenders. I'm not really going to go for the block bonus tonight with defenders. Most times I will. If you are wanting a guy that is probably going to see both, you're going to have to pay 7,500 for him. Yossi is he just does everything. 36 block shots, 20 block shots, 36 shots taken in his last 10 games, and 9 points. Played a game against Washington earlier this season. 1 assist, 5 shots, 1 block shot, got 16.8. So he's somebody that's consistently good. John Carlson's on the opposite end there, really good as well. But yeah, just for me, it's looking for defenders that are going to be on the power play tonight. That's just my biggest thing. That and getting shots. So obviously Arizona. So I look at Ekman Larson. He's becoming someone that I'm very interested in. Played Anaheim 3 times this season, 7 shots on goal, 6 block shots, 10 fantasy points a game. Dallas's defense is very great value. We can go take a look really quick. The most expensive one is 4,500, and I mean their top three: Lindell, Klingberg, and his cannon. I mean, all three of those guys are viable options, and you're not paying that much for them. They're probably going to get the block shot bonus, but like I said, I'm going for more power play there. Obviously, wingers, centers, forwards, Tampa Bay against the Kings, you probably want to get some type of player in one of the 3 lines, in my opinion. You're either going to want to get a Tampa Bay line, a Washington line, a Nashville line, and then a Vancouver line. Only because those are the 3 most exposure type lines that you're going to see tonight. Ovechkin being back, anybody playing those top 6 and getting power play is just a favorite for me. Tampa Bay's playing the Kings, so Kucherov, Stamkos, Point, Cercelli, Hedman, all those guys just speak value to me. If you want some under-owned value, Taylor Hall is probably one of my favorite plays here. He is 6,800. Which is kind of expensive for an Arizona team that doesn't have a lot of talent. But if you look at his recent games, his shots, stuff like that, he's their best player. They have a very good advantage here against Anaheim. I like him a lot. Vancouver against San Jose, trying to get any value there. There's actually a lot of cheap value if you look at Vancouver's second and third string lines. JT Miller's only 5,800, been playing really good. Pearson's been playing good. Rantanen's been playing really good. So yeah, there's obviously value there. Go at Washington, and we could just look at Washington, and man, there a lot of value here as well. Tom Wilson, Oshie, VRANA, Ovechkin. VRANA is probably one of the players that I'd like to get to tonight. Only 5,300. He didn't do anything against Nashville in the game they played earlier this season, but he's on a point streak right now. And if a player's on more than a 4-game point streak and he's 5,300, I'm probably going to take him just because he's going to get me a point for the most part. So obviously some value there. TJ Oshie definitely always has upside potential. Ovechkin, if you're going to pay expensive, he's really good tonight. Nick Backstrom has just been playing really, really great hockey lately. 10 points in the last 10 games. Always there for assists, so that's good as well. And yeah, so the top 2 or the top 3 centers there, options for me as well. Nashville, I think probably the Craig Smith line is probably my favorite line right now. Very, very cheap, but they've been producing a lot. Toronto, you could just go with a lot of people. I mean, Nylander's been on fire lately. Hyman's been playing really good. Marner there. Matthews, Tavares. I mean, there's a lot. Toronto's going to get shots. I doubt Dallas is going to get the shutout here. Even though they are playing home and it's a really big advantage, Toronto's still going to get shots on net. If they get a power play, it favors them very highly against Dallas's penalty kill, which hasn't been the best lately. So yeah, power play and those top 2 lines, I wouldn't go below that in that game there. Calgary and Edmonton, definitely a lot of value there. Calgary's coming off of a back-to-back. They played pretty good last night, beyond my expectations. So I'm not too high on them though. I'd probably just go the Goudreau line, and that's about it. Giordano is definitely a player that you have to look at every night. 28 block shots in his last 10 games, so he's almost averaging that block shot bonus a game, and 37 shots on net. So yeah, look at the games they played against Edmonton. He's got a point in both games, 5 block shots, 3 shots on goal. So definitely liking that first Calgary line. Then Edmonton, there's just a lot to like here. McDavid's line, Leon's line has just been playing so good lately. I mean, you could look at his last 10 games just on DraftKings, 15 points, 23 shots on goal, and then 4 power play points for him. So a lot of value there. In wingers, Nugent Hopkins is very underpriced in my opinion. 14 points in the last 10 games, 20 shots at that. He's played Calgary twice this year and got 2 goals in 2 games, so definitely liking him there. James Neal's still a good name to play to pick up there too as well. Arizona, like I said, Taylor Hall's right there. Connor Garland right behind him. Definitely one of their better shooters on the team. He's there. Phil Kessel. I mean, a lot of people forget who Phil Kessel is, but he's gotten 10 points in the last 10 games. 2 assists in the 3 games against Anaheim. Nothing too crazy, but it's Phil Kessel. Anything could happen there. Centers, honestly, Derek Steven, I've liked him. Last 3 out of 4 games, he's got 10 plus points, and you're paying $3,600 for him. When he's gotten 2 points in 3 games, 9 shots on net against Anaheim this year, and he's got 9 points in the last 10 games. He's just playing really good right now. So I'm probably going to keep him in a lot of tournament plays until Arizona slows down. Obviously, Tampa Bay, Cercelli, Brandon Point, Kucherov, Stamkos, Killorn, Hedman, Shattenkirk. A lot of names to play there for that Tampa Bay against LA. And honestly, LA's got some value there too. A lot of cheap value too. Kopitar, Carter. Jeff Carter, honestly, 4,000. You look at his line, got 2 points against Tampa Bay in their last game. Even though he's not getting points, 3 points in the last 10 games, he's almost got 3 shots a game, 157 on the year, 23 points. And yeah, his line is a very risk. I would not recommend in cash. I mean, you look at his line mate, and he's 4,000 as well. Got the shot bonus against Tampa Bay earlier, so yeah, there's value there for LA. Vancouver, like I said, just a lot of good plays there against Mike Jones, who's, like I said, statistically played good against Vancouver, but just hasn't played that good with St. Louis. So that's some lines to target, guys. Some guys to target. Like I said, a lot of value. I wouldn't go too crazy on expensive players and then try to get cheap players. I just try to ride that average value and just do that tonight on the 6-game slate. And like I said, there's 4 games at 9 o'clock, so you can easily do some late swaps there. If you have some picks in the Nashville, Washington, Toronto, Dallas, then you could just go to the 4 later games and get some value there as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it worked. Or it has worked for you guys so far this year. Trying to learn more names. That was one of the comments addressed to me. So I'm trying to work on that and trying to just get more research into hockey. So hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next video.